Previously on Fallout New Vegas. Hey, Felicia Day.
You know, I've been thinking.
I wasn't looking for a Geek and Sundry sponsored speech. I just need you to follow me. Where are you at, Hoveround? I'm so happy that you're happy. Attaboy. We should travel together. Woof, woof.
This one looks pretty tough.
Oh yeah. I'd almost forgot that my clothing talks.
Fighting's over.
Hey.
This will keep you on your feet.
Okay, thank you, but we're reloading. Time to hunt down this bulimic bitch.
I'm Penios. I am Boner, the Skeleman. That's with 2 L's.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am PhoenixJape, and I approve of this badassery.
When Paladin Ramos informed me that Veronica was approaching with an outsider in tow, at first I didn't know what to think. After giving the matter some thought, however, I've decided that an outsider could be of use to me right now. However, I will not force you to help us. Should you refuse, you will be allowed to leave here, though you'd remain Veronica's responsibility. What do you say, outsider? Are you willing to help us?
Sure.
Then allow me to explain our situation. This bunker is currently locked down, allowing no entry or exit, with you being one of the few exceptions. In exceptional cases, teams are sent out to investigate sites or retrieve materials deemed too important to ignore. 3 such teams have gone missing recently, and the news of their disappearance has not yet been widely spread to avoid undue concern. In order to maintain the peace and adhere to the strictures of the lockdown, I need to send someone else to discover what happened to them.
I think I already found one of your patrols. Both Paladins were dead.
While that is disheartening news,
Kinda.
there remains hope that the other 2 patrols may still be found alive.
Doubt it, but I'll begin looking immediately.
I'm glad I can count on you. Oh, and one other thing.
Yeah?
The patrols each had a holotape detailing their missions that you can use to track them.
Okay.
The shielding of the bunker prevents us from actively tracking them, but their positions should show up on your map once you get to the surface. Should our worst fears become realized, please bring back all 3 of the holotapes from the patrols. Otherwise, bring our brothers home. I've given the order that you be given access to some of the equipment our scouts and patrols have scavenged over the years. You won't be allowed to purchase any prohibited equipment, but hopefully some of what's available will prove useful to you.
Huh, thanks. You have the world's worst lockdown of all time. Even a rodent got in here. And so did Digger. You're the rodent niner. Asshole.
So, you're the outsider that's been given leave to wander around freely.
Yeah,
Desperate times call for desperate measures, I guess.
thank you.
Name's Hardin. I'm the head paladin of this chapter, and I think we might be able to help each other out. I don't know what the Elder talked to you about, but I can tell you this chapter is in trouble. And he's at the center of it. Are you willing to listen to what I have to say?
First, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Desperate Measures. Anyway, why should I trust you?
Why should you trust the Elder?
True.
I'd recommend listening to both of us, and choosing whom to trust for yourself. So are you willing to listen?
Yeah, why not?
As you may have already heard, this entire base is under a state of lockdown.
Yeah.
No one goes out except small patrols at night. Most of the chapter has been sealed in here for years. And those few who were outside when the lockdown was initiated are forbidden from returning. Morale has plummeted as time has gone by. And many of our current paladins haven't seen combat outside of training simulations. And all because of the Elder's explicit order that no one be allowed in or out. The only way things will change is if a new Elder is installed.
Wow, you know, you guys really do have the worst lockdown of all time, so people can just leave at night. That's not how it works. Lockdowns don't work like that. It's not how a lockdown works. But what about Veronica? She seems to come and go as she pleases, which is also weird.
Veronica's a special case. She handles the procurement of supplies, If we didn't let her and those like her back in, we'd all starve. If the Elder could manage it, he'd shut them out as well, and all in the name of security. Which is why we need to replace him.
So how many special cases are there exactly? Because apparently one of them is a rat. Well, a mole rat, so more of a mole than a rat. Kind of a hybrid. Is a mole rat a mole or a rat? Huh. I think it's a mole. It's a mole, right? Isn't it, Haircut? Have you tried bringing all this up with the Elder yourself?
Of course I have, many times in fact. The Elder has an open-door policy and will listen to advice on any subject save this one. He refuses to see that our isolation is slowly weakening us. Aside from being our duty, going out on missions is what kept us strong. And because he fails to see that, he must be replaced.
And I suppose you'd nominate yourself.
I would. I'm the senior-most paladin in the chapter, and have more combat experience than any two others here put together. I'd gladly support another candidate, but no one has the courage to step forward and make the attempt, so it falls to me. I would put this chapter back on the right path, if I could just assume leadership.
And how do you propose to do that?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
I've gone through our records dozens of times looking for a precedent regarding the dismissal of an elder and come up with nothing. The people who are most likely to know how it could be done are also some of McNamara's strongest supporters, so they refuse to help me, which is why we're having this conversation. An outsider such as yourself would arouse less suspicion asking questions about such matters.
Really?
The fact that the Elder has some tasks for you means his faithful won't suspect you, and you have a line open to the man himself. In short, you're in a perfect position to help me. Will you at least think about it?
Will you at least think about the fact that maybe an outsider asking questions about how to usurp the position of your leader might arouse a tad bit of suspicion? Just maybe consider that. Just a bit. I think you're confused about how politics works. And I'm new here. I brought a rat in. Not relevant, but I did do it. Also, what do I get English? Do I learn English? Do I get English lessons if I do this? What do I get out of it?
If I become Elder, the lockdown will be lifted, and we'll once again be able to send patrols out into the wastes. We'll become powerful again.
Huh?
And when that happens, it will be good to have the Brotherhood as an ally. Good enough?
That's not bad. I'll see what I can do.
That'll have to do. I'd recommend going to see Ramos first. As head of security, he's more familiar with our protocols than anyone else here. You could also try to find something relevant in our data store, though last I heard Scribe Ibsen is having a bit of a problem accessing it. And if McNamara should give you any tasks, I'd ask that you kept me abreast of them. Report anything you find to me, and we'll move from there.
You're not my boss. Hey, Veronica, how do you feel about all this? Do you have an opinion?
That chip of yours? I wouldn't wager it on blackjack. Unless the dealer has a 5 or 6 showing.
We're not talking about the chip. That's not. That was such an insightful conversation. I feel enlightened. Do you have any input?
I feel like we're walking around inside a tin can in here.
That's your input.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Huh. Yeah, no problem. I just got the best crew. The best freaking crew. Niner's still bitter because I won't let him talk. Oh, it's so hard to walk. I shouldn't be breathing with my mouth open. Sand does not taste good. God, you just look so depressed all the time. Fine.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
Not right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna regret this. I'm gonna regret this. I've been a little quiet lately.
But you just told me to... You know, you said I should...
Yeah. Shut up. Let's go.
Okay. You ever dismissed the new Vegas guy?
I already regret it.
I've got your back.
He was just waiting for it.
Fighting over.
Oh, everyone's talking. Oh my god. We should let the scorpions kill us. It would have been better that way. I can't see balls. That really changed things. Wow. I think I'm walking in the right direction, but I'm not. We just passed some sort of threshold, guys. It turned morning all of a sudden. I'm not complaining, it's just, it's weird.
Sneaking done. Fighting now.
What the balls? What kind of freaky
That's
monstrosity is this? Oh no. Someone's got to go down there. Guys. Any volunteers? Do we have any rad X or rad away? No, but we have banana yucca fruit. Not really doing much, but I'll take it. In we go. Oh no. Oh dear. Is that all we needed? Do I have to grab the other holotape too? Oh no. Oh, this is gonna end so badly. Oh god. Whoa. Do we have one of those? I thought we did. Can we carry that without being over encumbered? Oh god. Guys, move, move, move. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die down here. I'm gonna die. I'm dead. Ah! Come on. It's okay. Also, about that gun I just picked up. I thought we had something like that before. That sounds familiar. Yeah, we had one of these. Oh yeah, Willow and Niner might die too. Well, Niner's probably got enough chemicals in his bloodstream at this point that he can counteract the radiation, but Willow's dog treats probably aren't going to cut it. I'm sure Sergeant Molerat and Captain Robot are okay. Oh yeah, there's Veronica too. Yeah, I forgot about Codex. I seriously thought my game crashed there for a second. That was the longest loading time I've ever experienced in my entire life. Which is a load of crap, but... Okay, where exactly are these guys? I'm gonna trust that Nellis Air Force Base is not gonna freaking shoot at us this time. I think they said they wouldn't. That was the easiest mission of all time. That was pretty thrilling, what I just did there on those stairs. I was moving so fast that I was smashing my forehead on every single overhang. So remember when I told that douchebag with the comb over that I was going to look into his little thingy? I'm not going to look into his little thingy, guys. I assume you assumed that as well. But I already had a job, and it's a job I was going to have to do either way. I'll just do the one job, rather than multiple jobs. Easier on me. Hey, bro.
Found the missing patrols, or was something else on your mind?
I found their holotapes.
They were all dead then.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm not surprised. We have few friends in the world above, and many enemies. But we must turn our minds to other matters. When I sent out those patrols, I also sent 3 knights out on scouting missions.
Oh, God.
When the patrols failed to return, we assumed the worst, and sent a single communication to the scouts to hold position and maintain radio silence. I want you to contact those scouts and gather their reports. Like the patrols, they have devices on them that will enable you to track them. When you find them, tell them you're my representative and ask them if the bears are still hunting. That should get them to talk to you. Return when you've gathered all of their reports.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll just do more favors. Run more errands. Are you guys gazing into each other's eyes right now? That is gross. That is really gross. Are you gazing into his ear right now? Messed up. Are you a robot? Cool. Of all my one-liners, that was by far the worst and least clever.